Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to today's reading lesson. We are going to start by reading our I can statement. I can learn information from pictures and text in a book. So remember, we can learn different information or facts in an informational text. So boys and girls, is that true or fake? That is a true text or a true book. It has facts that are real in them. We can learn things from the pictures and we can learn things from the words. So we started this yesterday and we are going to continue it today. I want you to pull out your notebook right now and a pencil. And I want you to come back down and sit down, and I'd like you to draw a picture of what you think this nose would look like. Okay, so first you're going to close your eyes and listen to the words, just the words. And then once you're finished listening to the words, you will draw a picture of what you think this nose will look like. Star-nosed mole. You may close your eyes now. A star-nosed mole is a small, burrowing animal that uses its nose to find dinner in the dark underground, and sometimes even underwater. The star-nosed mole uses its nose to smell, but also uses it to feel for food. Its nose has 22 fleshy rays around the nostrils. These are always moving. And quick as a blink, the mole knows if its nose touches food, like a worm or insect. So, I would like you to go ahead and open your eyes and draw a picture of what you think that looks like. Pause the video and draw a picture on your notebook with your pencil of what that might look like. All right, I'm going to show you the pictures now. It says if you had a star-nosed mole's nose, you could find a midnight snack without even turning on a kitchen light. Is that what you drew? Did you draw something similar to that? Isn't that pretty crazy? It has a bunch of different, almost tentacle-like looking pieces to its nose surrounding its nostrils. So from the text, I learned that the nose touches food and knows if there's food around. And from the picture, I noticed that the little pieces on its nose are pink. That's what I noticed from the pictures. Rhinoceros. Let's keep reading. A rhinoceros is the only animal with a horn on its nose. It's made of layers of keratin and it's the same stuff that human hair and fingernails are made of. Male rhinos use their horns to duel for mates. Females use theirs to guard their babies. Besides having a horn, a rhino's nose has a keen sense of smell to find leaves and fruit to eat. They also can sniff for enemies like lions. If you had a rhinoceros's nose, you would be a perfect bodyguard because you could protect with your nose. Let's keep reading. A giant anteater. What looks like a giant anteater's long nose is really its upper and lower jaws joined together. Its nose is at the tip of this long tube. This nose is perfect for poking into hard-to-reach places to sniff out yummy insects like ants and termites. Ooh, yucky. A giant anteater uses its long nose like a snorkel when it goes swimming so it can breathe while underwater. So notice how he's like snorkeling with his nose. He's putting it up in the air, but he's swimming underwater. If you had a giant anteater's nose, you could go scuba diving without a snorkel. So from the words, I learned that it eats ants and termites. It doesn't show me that in any of the pictures. It shows me that in the text or the words. But from the picture, I notice that the anteater also has a very long tongue. Look at that tongue in the illustration. I noticed that it has a long tongue. So that's some different information that I learned from the text and the pictures. A Borit's horseshoe bat. A Borit's horseshoe bat nose makes it a super nighttime bug hunter. Like other bats, a Borit's horseshoe bat hunts by snorting high-pitched noises out its nose and listening for echoes of anything around them. But most bats shoot sounds in every direction at once. The shape of this bat's nose channels the sound so it can pinpoint exactly where to snag an insect. If you had a Borit's horseshoe bat nose, you could catch every fly that tried to spoil your picnic. Look at that nose. Oh my goodness. It's pretty cool. A hammerhead shark. A hammerhead shark's nose is only for smelling, not breathing. The shark swings its head side to side, forcing water into a nostril near each eye. Because its nostrils are so far apart, the shark can tell if a fishy scent is stronger to the left or to the right. Then it tracks its dinner. If you had a hammerhead shark's nose, you could always know the best places to fish because you could know if I should go left or right. It helps smell fish. A wild animal's nose could be cool for a while, but you don't use your nose to spray water or dig in the ground. You don't need your nose to catch flies or be a snorkel while you swim underwater. And you'll never grab anything with your nose, no matter what. So if you could keep a wild animal's nose for more than a day, what kind would be right for you? We're going to answer that question here soon. That's your seesaw activity as well. Luckily, you don't have to choose. The nose on your face will always be a people nose. It will be what you need to breathe and sniff the scents around you. It's the perfect place to rest glasses if you need to see better. Best of all, your nose is just what you need to look like you. So your nose is the best nose for you. Now, we are going to I'm going to do an example of the activity we're going to do on Seesaw. So this is what it will look like. It says, I would have a blank nose because. So I am going to write here, what would you have? I am going to choose, you may choose any nose you would like from the book. I'm going to choose a warthog. So I am going to click my pencil tool. If you would prefer to write this on a separate piece of paper, you can absolutely do this. You're going to write your sentence first, and then you will draw a picture of what you would look like with that animal nose. I would have I'm going to write warthog. I would have a warthog nose because I could build sandcastles. That's what I'm going to say. Because I could build sandcastles. Boys and girls, what do I put at the end of a sentence? That's right, I'm going to put a period. Very good. I would have a warthog nose because I could build sandcastles. That's why I would have a warthog nose. Now, I may draw a picture of an animal nose. What if you had an animal nose, it says. So I'm going to draw a quick picture. You can take more time. You can write on a separate piece of paper. If you have paints at home, you could paint this. If you wanted to use crayons, you could use crayons and just upload a picture on top of the template. But I'm going to draw on here. So I'm going to draw a warthog nose on myself. And it kind of has a gray nose. Has some tusks. I'm just going to draw a stick figure to be quick, but if you were doing the same thing, you could take your time and draw something neatly. Draw arms and legs, and then I'm going to draw a sandcastle because I built a sandcastle with my nose. And I put a flag at the top of my sandcastle. All right, great job. So I first wrote a sentence. I would have a warthog nose because I could build sandcastles. That's why I would have a warthog nose. Then I drew a picture. What if I had a warthog nose? So I drew myself with a warthog nose building a sandcastle. When you're finished, you can click the check to turn that in. You may also do this on a separate piece of paper if you would prefer and just upload it straight onto the top. All right, I am so proud of us, boys and girls. Keep up the fantastic work. All right, bye.